Yeah, you'll know what's up when you try it, but this garlic is just so powerful. It's a medication. Like, you just take it like it's some kind of a pill. Your breath is gonna smell. Your breath's gonna smell like really powerful, potent. It's just gonna be like a sulfur odor, like just emanating off your breath. And if you can get past the spiciness, I'm telling you, look what we got here. I'm gonna back this up with some literature. So, these garlic bulbs, they originate kind of, says here, in the Asian steppes. And it's been cultivated for 7,000 years. That's old. This, this garlic, this is old. It's a very old thing. People have been using this for unimaginably long times. Medicinal herbs and plants. We're talking about these things, and I'm trying to kind of reinforce something a little bit lesser known here. All right, humans, they're either in a state of health or they're in a state of deterioration, and we all vibrate to different frequencies. Now, I know this might sound kind of out of the box, like you gotta kind of appreciate there are different frequencies a human can vibrate towards. You go towards the sickness, the illness, people lying in a hospital bed doing nothing. I used to take x rays on those types of people all the time because I was trying to get into that career. Then I realized something, the physicians all around these hospitals, they don't even care about these plants and herbs that are put on this earth by a greater power, an unimaginably vast intelligence has put these on this earth for humans to enjoy, and we're not taking enough advantage of these things. We're just popping pills, just popping poisonous chemicals into our bodies. Plants, though, each plant has a good vibration to it, in a sense. Each plant that's non toxic to humans, that can be used to treat several conditions, multiple conditions, on a broad spectrum. Doesn't matter what plant we're talking about, as long as it has these abilities, and it will very much reinforce certain frequencies. A human can vibe to these different frequencies. Either you're in health or you're in sickness. And a plant is a very useful tool, depending on which species we're talking about. In this video, I just focused on garlic. It's just very simple, ancient food for humans to eat. We've been doing this right here for 7,000 years. Can you imagine that? 7,000 years. Who would have known? Somebody 7,000 years ago figured this shit out. They knew that this was something that worked. They knew that this was something that was meant to be brought into humanity in a new light. See, these different frequencies I'm talking about, you'll definitely experience them at the end of your life. Either you're gonna die peacefully or you're dying in anguish. You're gonna die with relentless pain, and it's a long, strung out death with pills and stuff. Intensive care unit, it's no good, it's no laughing matter. And if you want to avoid all that, you want to take yourself in a whole different path, go towards positivity. You vibe with the positive frequencies. You have to take these certain herbs find out which herbs work for you. What I've found is that garlic, turmeric, ginger, chamomile, and ground black peppercorns in varying dosage really helps me with what I'm trying to accomplish. So this is a snack I came up with. It's it's so classic. It's ancient. This is ancient food right here. This is what we got. Some cheese. You gotta have the blue cheese. It's whatever cheese you see in the grocery store, and just pick something you've been eyeballing for a while. See kind of what you like. Breeze, fine. Any kind of fermented foods. Now we got the eggs. It's important. It's a good, very high quality source of protein, very cheap. And we'll just get started here. So I came up with this a month ago, I guess. You just crack your eggs. It's very simple to do this. You gotta try this sometime. I'm telling you, I'm onto something with this. It's very ancient. It's so old. It's like older than yin and yang. And it's just good to have a shot of protein in the morning time on an empty stomach. Get your day started. So, this right here, this is just beautiful. If you take a piece of garlic, it doesn't have to be that much, and you just take a nice bite. It's very spicy. You gotta appreciate how classic, so primitive, and so simple. The garlic sits on your tongue, gets kind of spicy, kind of overwhelming. You feel the heat. So you just take a piece of cheese, and then you pour the milk of a cow right into here, this glass. Look at this. The cow's milk. You live a long time off a glass of milk in the morning, you know what I'm saying? It's invigorating, That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to reinforce here. This video is all about how you can kind of follow the footsteps of primitive, ancient civilizations and how their approach to longevity is. The only thing that I'm missing here is a can of sardines. And this is typically my breakfast in the morning time. You can have as much or as little garlic as you want. But I'm telling you, as long as you introduce just some of this into your diet every day, you're gonna see a big difference. What this little thing right here does, it's powerful. It's a medicine, and it'll rejuvenate all the blood flow where you need it to go. Where you want the blood to go to, you just open up those arteries with the potent antioxidant, antimicrobial, whatever is in the garlic that makes it so amazing. You gotta take advantage of these things. It's so hot. It's very spicy. It's very hot, but it's hot for a good reason. And if you can enjoy the hotness of this here clove of garlic, it's just gonna make a huge difference in your life. Don't ever exclude something that you don't do regularly in your diet that you know is beneficial in the back of your mind. You put it on the back burner, you kind of realize over time just how beneficial it is. Just try this once or twice. You could eventually incorporate it into your routine. You don't have to eat the whole garlic bulb. It's kind of wasteful. It's very hot, very spicy. and it will rejuvenate all the blood flow where you need it to go to. For all sorts of, colds, fevers, coughs, earaches, bronchitis, shortness of breath, sinus congestion, headaches, stomach aches, high blood pressure, atherosclerosis, diarrhea, dysentery, gout, and rheumatism. And it has so many uses because it says here it lowers the blood pressure. It's been proven to do that. Lowers your bad cholesterols and stuff. And it just gets rid of any kind of bad bacterias that are just kind of just going around in the bowel. Very important. You'll see what I mean when you try it. It's been planted for 7,000 years on this earth. It's just been planted for so long by humans for a very good reason. A very, very good reason. You'll see. You try some of this, you just try some of this, just a plate, just like this. You can cook the eggs if you want to. I just prefer to eat them raw because I don't want to get rid of the good cholesterol that's in the yolk of the egg. And so I just hope you can take home a couple silver points, silver bullets from this video. Just hope you can evaluate what works for you. I'm not saying this is obviously not going to work for everyone, but it's going to help a couple people out who really want to avoid or bring themselves out of a negative situation, go towards the positivity. And these different frequencies are very critical to have an understanding of. Just a very vague understanding, and you'd be all right. It doesn't have to be nitty gritty. You don't have to get to the technical, botanical, whatever. You don't even have to read a Wikipedia page to figure this out. You just got to do some trial and error research. Use your body as kind of like your own lab rat, and as long as you're sticking with non-toxic herbs, medicinal plants and herbs, like get this book. I recommend it a lot, and you'll see all sorts of different ideas if you just read up on the literature and get yourself used to these things. Very, very important that you understand certain aspects of what I'm trying to talk about here, and you'll be all right. And so that's all I got. It's been Moist Andy, and I'm just dripping wet all the time. So I hope that you subscribe, and I want you to leave a comment. I want to see your feedback, for sure. And have a nice time.